Hello students, welcome to Social Science online classes. In this session, we will discuss the second chapter of political science, that is Indian foreign policy. What it is? Indian foreign policy. What do we call Indian foreign policy in Kannada? It is Videshanga Niti. What it is? It is Videshanga Niti. First we will know what is the meaning of foreign policy. That is definition. Definition of foreign policy. What is foreign policy? Foreign policy or foreign relations refers to how a government deals with other countries. What it is? Foreign policy or foreign relations refers to how a government deals with other countries. What is foreign policy? Foreign policy means foreign policy or foreign relations. We also call it as foreign relations. Foreign policy is also called as foreign relations. Foreign policy or foreign relations refers to how a government deals with the other countries. Okay. Now, foreign policy. What is foreign policy? We came to know. We also call it foreign affairs policy. What it is called it as? It is also called it as foreign affairs policy. Foreign affairs policy. Okay. We also call it as foreign affairs policy. Foreign policy includes matters like international trade, that is export and import, and tariffs, etc. Many more things it includes. Then foreign policy, a study of how different countries interact with each other or with the other countries and a type of relation they maintain. What it is? Foreign policy is a study of how different countries interact with other countries and a type of relation they maintain. Okay, just like how it is just like an individual cannot live alone. An individual cannot live alone. In the same way, even the countries also cannot live in isolation. It is not possible for a man to live alone. In the same way, even the countries also cannot live in isolation. So, every country needs to have a foreign policy. What is necessary? So, every country needs to have a foreign policy to maintain its interaction with other countries. Why there is a need of a foreign policy for every country? To maintain or to regulate interaction. With other countries. Okay. very few countries are strong. Out of 2 countries in the world, very few countries are strong and most of them are weak countries. Every independent country has its own foreign policy. Every independent country has its own foreign policy. Similarly, India also has its own foreign policy. India had its foreign policy before independence and it has a foreign policy even after independence also. Okay, this is what about the foreign policy. Now, what are the major aims of a foreign policy? Okay, now we'll discuss the major aims of foreign policy. Now, the major aims of a foreign policy. Aims of foreign policy. First one, the aims of first one is national security. National security. The major aim of a foreign policy is first one, national security. Second one is enriching national economy. Enriching national economy. Enriching national economy. Enriching means improving or developing. Okay. Third one is spreading the cultural richness. Spreading the cultural richness. Spreading the cultural richness of the country. In other countries. In other countries. Okay. And the next one is fourth aim is by increasing the number of friendly relations, friendly countries. By increasing the number of friendly countries. By increasing the number of friendly countries and checking the power of enemy countries. Check the power of enemy countries. Okay. Now last one, achieving, okay, I will rub this. The fifth aim is achieving world peace. Achieving world peace and coexistence. Yes. Okay. These are the 5 aims of foreign policy. Usually, this policy is also called as foreign policy of Nehru also, Jawaharlal Nehru. This foreign policy is also called as the policy of Jawaharlal Nehru also. Why? Because in the radio speech of September 7, 1946, when it is in the radio speech of September 7, 1946, Jawaharlal Nehru declared the foreign policy of India. Okay, Jawaharlal Nehru declared the foreign policy of India for the first time in the general public. The speech gave the indications of the foreign relationships India is going to develop with the countries like America, Russia, China and some other countries. Okay. Jawaharlal Nehru also managed the foreign policies of India as the External Affairs Minister. He held the post of a Prime Minister also. Along with the Prime Ministership, he also managed the external, he also worked as a External Affairs Minister. Okay. So hence it is called as the foreign policy of Jawaharlal Nehru also. Okay. And this foreign policy of India, issues like national interest, geographical interest and political situations and many other issues have been influenced and shaped India's foreign policy. Okay, this is what about the aims of the foreign policy. Once Nehru said that world is cruel. The world is cruel. We wanted to hoist the flag of peace everywhere, but we were cheated. He said this in surprise when the China invaded, after the invention of China on India. India wanted to hoist the flag of peace, but what happened? We were cheated because Indians were innocent, he said. He uttered it in a surprise. He said it in a surprise when after the invention of Chinese invention into India. Okay. Now we'll have a look over the basic aspects of India's foreign policy. Now we'll discuss the basic aspects of India's foreign policy. Basic aspect of India's foreign policy. The first aspect is, what it is? Panchashila principles. Panchashila principles. Okay. The first aspect of a foreign policy is Panchashila principles. Though countries have their own social, economical, political and cultural systems, they always struggle to foster healthy relationship with the other countries. Okay. So based on the similar lines, what happened in 1954? In 1954, both India and China, in 1954, both India and China accepted Panchashila principles. They accepted in 1954, India and China accepted the Panchashila principles to foster their international relationships. What is the meaning of foster here? To promote. To promote their international relationship. That time, Jawaharlal Nehru was the Prime Minister of India. When they both signed for this, accepted to follow the Panchashila principles, Jawaharlal Nehru was the Prime Minister of India. Jawaharlal Nehru was Prime Minister of India. and Chow Ilai and Chow Ilai Chow Enlai was the Prime Minister of China. When they both agreed to follow the Panchashila principles, China and India, that time the Prime Minister of India was Jawaharlal Nehru and the Prime Minister of China was Chow Enlai. The following are the 5 principles called as Panchashila principles. Pancha means what? 5. So it is called as Panchashila principles. Now we have a look over the 5 principles which are called as Panchashila principles. Okay. In the Panchashila principles, what is the first one? First one is respecting each other's sovereignty and regional interest. What is the first one here? First one is respecting each other's sovereignty and regional interest. This is the first principle of the Panchashila principles. First one is what? Respecting each other's sovereignty. Okay, respecting each other's sovereignty and regional interest. Second one is non-invention on each other. Non-inventions on each other. It means these two countries should not invade on each other. They should not have a war on each other. China should not invade India and India should not invade China. That is the second Panchashila principles. Third one is non-interference in non-invention in each other's internal issues. Non-interference in each other's non-interference in each other's internal issues. Okay, this is the country, both the countries should not interfere in the internal affairs of the respective countries. That is, India should not interfere in the internal affairs of the internal issues of China, and China should not interfere in the internal issues of India. Okay, then fourth one. I will write it here only. What is the fourth principle? Fourth principle is peaceful coexistence. What is peaceful coexistence? Coexistence means sahabalve. We call it in Kannada as sahabalve. The fourth Panchashila principle is peaceful coexistence. And this is the fifth one. Okay, fourth one. Now, fifth one is mutual cooperation and respect. Mutual cooperation and respect. It means both the countries should cooperate with each other and respect each other. These are the 5 principles of Panchashila principles. Okay. Now, in this, these are the basic 5 building blocks of India's foreign policy. Okay, these principles are the 5 building blocks of India's foreign policy. Okay, dear students, we'll wind up today's session here. In the next session, we shall come up with the other aspects of Indian foreign policy. Thank you and have a good day.